the jib stick. It's not his pro model. It's a board he rides though. It was designed by Johnson and John Q. Johnny Q's a designer who designs a lot of other boards you guys carry. He's a behind-the-scenes guy. He's like a surf shaper really. He's not a mathematician designer. He's not running huge Excel programs. He does use a lot of formulas and stuff, but he likes to design a concept in his head and draw it out and make a mold and see what happens. And that's pretty much what this was. A lot of other rocker boards like Libs have 8 or 9 or 7 millimeters of rocker. Ours has 6, so it's a little bit less rocker than a lot of the rocker brands. It's almost flat. Really low nose and tail. You can see, really low swing weight. We designed this, got a sample in at SIA, handed it to Joe, and he was off to Japan the next day and rode it for the first time and loved it. It just worked out great. Kind of, I don't know, kind of luck, I think. A lot of times, I mean, it's like a surfboard. You shape it, you don't know how it's going to come out, and someone surfs it and they hate it or they love it, and he loved it. He designed the graphic on a napkin one day at a coffee shop. I thought it'd be cool to have a bunch of floating heads in space. Also, this board has, yeah, the chai guy, something called armadillo, or Trojan armor, sorry, the armadillo plates in the center. It's this rubber pad that runs through, you can see it, it's like a dark strip on the green sidewall. I'm going to check it out in a bit, but it's a strip that basically runs from here to here, and the idea is when you land on a rail, it absorbs the energy a little bit to keep you from shocking off the rail. And if you've ever ridden a really stiff board on a rail, you hit it, you go, bong, this one kind of bends around and wraps onto it and kind of locks you in. That is one feature. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have as many stamps options as you can get. It's not a slider system. You don't have infinite, but you're going to get what you want if you position your bindings right. It's a 48, but it's really wide, so you can get up to a size 10 foot on this. I could ride it if I wanted to, but I ride the 53. It's got something else called RETT, and this board is detuned from the factory. So kids that buy this, there's no edges between here and here where you're supposed to slide on rails. There's a little bit of edge up in the nose and tail that bites when you're turning, so you can actually get some grip if it's icy. But this board is detuned for boxes and rails. The kid that buys this, make sure they know this board isn't going to be carbon Eurocarb style with a positive stance, banging gates. You're going to slide out. It's meant for the kid that rides like a 24-inch, probably ducked out stance, looking to definitely jump on boxes, rails, hit street rails. And the idea is these guys are traveling so much and filming, they got sick of spending a half hour detuning their boards, so we decided we'd just do it for them. And kids love it. They're buying it. So, and this is the best selling board in the line this year. It's also got the armadillo plate, which is the diamond-shaped insert of fiberglass extra reinforcement so you don't rip out a binding. And with the T, it's a true twin board. So this is your straight-up jib board. And I think at $429 it comes in a little cheaper than some of the other rocker boards out there. But I think a lot of the guys buy some of the other rocker ones because they're more of a free-ridey or like a woods board. And this, I think it was the box scratcher. Is that the Live Tech one? It's like kind of a jib-friendly one. It's kind of similar to that idea, I guess. But yeah, it's the rocker that the kids want right now, and they're really hyped on it. And if you want to see what it does, check out Child Support. Check out Child Support for the download video, or the people. And Joe Sex's part in that. You can see it. He nose presses this thing pretty severely in the first shot. So, of course, not even cracked. And it's tuned with 1 ball J from the factory.